Okay. So you don't get...
They might have more stamina.
Yeah.
But they might have zero skill.
Okay.
Sorry. It's not a kids show, is it?
Sips an adult beverage.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away.
Hi everyone, my name is Kathy.
And I'm Chloe, and I am every woman.
Welcome back, guys. Today we want to talk about something interesting. Something, that needs to be talked about. Now, we've talked about before in the show about secondary dating. So we want to see how that looks like. Now, today specifically, we want to talk about dating younger guys.
Ooh!
So for the ladies, dating younger guys. For the guys, dating older ladies.
Mm-hmm.
How does that work? Does it work?
Yeah.
Does it happen?
Yeah.
And when it does, what would you expect?
Yeah.
What is likely to happen, or what are you supposed to look out for?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's something that needs to be talked about. I mean, everybody who is at my age, for example, and still dating, be truthful. It has happened once or twice.
Okay.
Or it has threatened to happen. So let's talk about it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you feel about... Okay, let me start by asking, have you dated a younger guy?
Is that a trick question?
No. No,
Yes.
it's not a...
Yes,
Yeah.
I have. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel about dating a younger guy?
So let me start by saying, in my younger days, in my 20s,
Yeah.
I would have never dated a younger person.
Okay.
I remember breaking up with a guy because I found out I was 3 months older.
3 months older?
I know.
That's not younger.
When I think about it now,
Yeah.
I feel very foolish.
Yeah.
But I did.
Yeah.
Because then we were in a box and, you're supposed to date an older person.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then life happened.
Mm-hmm.
And things got demystified.
Yeah.
And lines got blurry. And we started realizing that, who even said that anyway? Who is that person? Like, let's go and ask that person.
Yeah.
There's no one.
Yeah.
So it can happen.
It can happen.
Yes.
Let me give you my experience. So, I think just like you, I was very skeptical about dating younger guys. In fact, there's a time I went for a date a few years back, fresh off divorce. So I was going on any and every date. I told you it was opportunity for free food and free experiences.
Yes.
So I met this guy. It was actually my birthday. So he saw me. I was with my friends, and he ran after me and he asked for my number. Now, he didn't even look young, by the way. He was very tall, handsome.
But that's the thing about the young guys these days.
Yeah.
They don't look young.
They don't look it. He was very tall, very handsome. He was French, like an African French man. Ooh. Let me tell you. So anyway, we exchanged numbers and we went on a date. So while we were having this date, it was, of course, there's butterflies and excitement, and you want to know about the person and stuff like that. We started talking about music. And then, he kept on asking, do you listen to this one? Do you listen to this? And I'm like, who is...
And the cracks begin to show.
Yeah. So I asked him, so let's call him Eli. So I asked him, Eli, how old are you? He says, I'm 24.
Oh my God.
I was, I think, maybe 30 at that point. Yeah, I think I had just turned 30.
It feels like a glass just
I was like,
fell and cracked.
listen, you know how ladies we are. I had already picked out outfits for the next date. Like I had already seen, road trips. And I'm like, and the only thing I could tell him is that you're younger than my younger brother. And he looked at me so confused, like, yeah, so. And I was like, yeah, exactly. And just to say the least, that was the first and the last time we ever saw each other again. I kind of regret it because I didn't give it a chance.
Do you think if at that time, if you knew he was younger,
Yeah,
before the date,
yeah,
and there was no element of surprise,
yeah.
would you still have dated him? If all other things held constant.
I think no, because of where I was at in life
At
and
the
my
time.
beliefs. But if we met Eli, his name is not Eli. His name is something else. But I mean, if we ever,
If you're a French guy and you met her how many years ago? Some years ago.
very many. We are not. Nobody's counting.
There's always an opportunity.
Yep. Yeah. So I think that was my belief then. Now I think I'm a bit more open-minded because truth be said, and truth be told, there's some older guys who are boring as hell. And there's some younger guys, because I think the issue usually is that people think, girls mature, ladies mature faster than the, guys. But I feel like there's some younger guys now who can really hold, an honest and deep conversation.
Yeah.
And keeps you engaged, and they're mature. So
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I think at the end of the day, the cliche that age is just a number is true. Because you do find people in their mid-40s, even early 50s, who you don't want to touch.
Yeah.
You shouldn't go near them.
Yeah.
They have issues from here to Australia.
Yeah.
And they won't deal with those issues.
Yeah.
So at that point, age shouldn't be an advantage for them if they're not willing to do any work on themselves. So, in secondary dating, I burst a lot of those myths.
Yeah.
And yes, I dated young.
Yeah.
I didn't set out to date young. If I met someone who, I think also it depends on the season you are in life.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're at a season where you just want to have fun and be happy, and you don't want anything serious, for example.
But does that mean that you can't have anything serious with
You can. I think you can.
Yeah.
I think... I feel like age is not a deal breaker.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Age is not a deal breaker. However, there's a little disclaimer there. If for example, I am in my early 40s, if I'm dating someone in their 30s who has never been married, they want to get married, they want to have a family.
Yeah.
I am not probably willing to get any more children, and they will want to have their own children. In that case, then age will be a factor.
Yeah.
So, not so much because of the age, but because of what you want in life. And what you want, you're probably likely to have it with a younger lady. Yeah. And not with me.
Yeah.
And so I feel like at that point, it can be a deal breaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is there anything as too young? Yeah. Obviously, if they are over 18. And then...
if they are under 18.
No. We are talking about two consenting adults.
Yeah. I think so. I think they can be too young.
So,
to ask me.
What is too young?
So for me, in my
20-year-old,
in my 40s, I think 20s would be young.
Really?
Yeah, 20s would be young. Really, really, really.
But then in that case, are you then not stereotyping?
Maybe I am. It's possible, but I feel like for my own personal relationship, it is okay for me to have my own personal preferences.
Right.
So personally, for me, I would feel like 20s is a bit young, no matter how mature, how tall and handsome he looks.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know whether there's anything as too young, as long as you're both adults. But yeah, I'm kind of worried with the level of everybody has a different experience with life, and if you've lived longer, obviously you have a bit more experience. So can you then be able to connect at that level is the question. I don't know. Okay, let's talk about the fun stuff. What are the fun fun perks that come with dating someone younger?
Like a younger guy?
Yeah, I'll start.
Okay.
Ooh, they make you dress up, not because they tell you to. But
yeah.
you feel the need to actually
Yes.
just be a bit more, like, tap into your younger side
Yeah.
in terms of your appearance.
Yes.
And I personally, I think it's amazing.
Yeah, that has happened to me too.
Yeah.
That's not something I'm very comfortable with.
Oh,
I
you're
generally
not?
just want to
Okay.
wear what I want to wear.
Yeah.
But I have felt that way.
Yeah.
And you don't want to look,
Yeah.
too different.
Too different.
And too old. I don't want to say you don't want to look too old.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Me personally, I think that's a positive, to be honest, because it's like, oh, okay, you don't have to wear your mom joggers and t-shirts. Yeah, I think that's fun. Anything else you'd say is a fun part that comes with dating younger?
The fun bits, not just like a tip.
Yeah.
To date younger.
Yeah.
I feel like they are so dynamic, and because they're young, they're still so young at heart, and they don't approach life from the reserved place where you approach life, and they're always, very upbeat.
Yeah.
And I do feel it does keep you younger.
Keeps you younger.
Mm-hmm.
Keeps you young.
Even where they want to hang out is a young and hip place.
Yeah.
As long as it's not, it doesn't go too much against what you know and what you want.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Do you think they're less complex to date?
No, I don't think that has to do with age.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there are young, very complicated guys. They're old, complicated guys.
Yeah.
I don't think that has anything to do with age.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think also the one thing I'm going to say, and I'm almost scared of saying this, is that a lot of times when you're dating a younger guy, you have obviously achieved more than they have. So, for the most part, they really look up to you. Sorry.
Financially?
No. I'm not even talking about finances. I'm talking about just achievements.
Oh, okay. They want to hear, oh, you're doing this, you're
like
doing
something
that.
you've done. And did you know one time I did? And they're always looking at you such, oh.
So is that a fun thing or a negative?
It's a nice thing. It's good for your ego.
Oh. No, it's not good for mine. I don't know.
Boost.
No, for me, it's not good. I guess there's some people where it is. You know why?
Yeah.
I think in another video, I don't know what we're talking about, the men's stereotypes. And I said, for me to feel like I'm connecting to someone, I need to feel like they're teaching me something. So if I'm the one teaching you all the time, it's not even about an age thing. So you need to be a smart young man. If you're not a smart young man, then I'm not for you. Sorry.
But even then, half the time, you've done this, which they admire. You've done this.
Okay.
You have the advantage of time. You've had more time. That's all you have.
Yeah.
No, but I feel like sometimes it's just a nice thing for someone to say, wow, I really admire that. I don't know how you did that.
Yeah.
I really like that. Or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a fun thing for me.
Okay. All right. Let's go over to the other side. Let's talk about the complicated, not so nice side of dating younger. One, I think let's talk about, the same. Let's start from there. The achievements, the more experience. I feel like that can be a negative, especially if financially you're doing better.
Yeah.
And that might be an issue for them or not, because some don't mind being quote unquote, I use this word loosely, kept. But if they do mind, then there'll be issues, right?
Yeah, eventually there will be issues.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And that's a not so nice thing.
Yeah.
Especially where these days you do have young guys who want to date older ladies just for the good life. They're never willing to make any improvements to their lives. They're not learning from you so that they can make themselves better.
Yeah.
It's just so they can live a better life.
Yeah.
And there's some ladies who don't mind.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
But
if it's mutual, it's fine. If he is willing to, if the lady is willing to take care of the relationship financially and he's okay with that,
yeah,
to each their own. Yeah.
And then sometimes you have those who are not willing to, or they're not in a position to chip in financially, whatever, and you were doing it, but then they are taking care of other things, which is helping you.
Okay.
So they're running errands, they're hands-on and blah, blah, blah. And there's people who like that.
Okay, as long as they don't feel like they're your errand boy.
No. It's just like someone who is in your house and who is helping you.
Okay.
Just, like what your partner would have done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So something like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's talk about family.
Whose family?
Everybody. Your family, his family.
And by family, you mean siblings or children?
Everybody. Children, your siblings, your parents. Say you're actually literally dating someone younger, like it's a serious relationship. I think that it can be dicey. I'm assuming by default, the guy's family would be thinking he can do much better.
Yeah.
Your family is thinking you're getting a joker. I feel like that's even like an extra layer to handle.
Yeah.
Which can be a negative and can work against you.
Yeah. Well, there's a percentage of couples like that I've seen that ended up getting married.
Yeah.
And it worked out.
Good for them.
Yeah. A small percentage I've seen, I would say like 2.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
But then there are others. I mean, either way, whether it works out or it doesn't work out, you're swimming upstream.
Yeah.
Everybody will be thinking that's not the natural way of doing things.
Yes.
But I would say I'm very proud of the ones that worked out because they shut down the noise and it was working and they continued. And that's good for them.
Yes.
But if it isn't working, you should call it out. Whether your family or, those shouldn't be your determinants. I will say, however, that it is I think we might have said this before, that if you're dating casually before it becomes serious, they shouldn't meet your children. Let's just put it. That's a black and white one.
Yeah.
That's not gray. Let them meet the children when you do decide that there's something there.
Yeah.
That you can. And that shouldn't be early on in the relationship. You can't tell for sure.
Yeah.
Later, when it starts feeling like, oh, by the way, this person is calm, we get along.
Yeah.
They're okay with what we're getting into. Okay, let's see. The last hurdle is how this person can handle the children.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you cannot have your children meeting every Tom, Dick, and Harry. No, that won't go well.
Yeah.
I'm not judging.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, from the point of view of an educator for children,
yeah,
no, that exposure is not correct.
Okay. So let's move on to actual tips that we have.
Yeah.
But before we move there, there's one topic that I think we didn't touch.
Yeah.
And then we can decide whether it goes to the perks or the negatives. Let's talk about sexual intimacy with a younger guy. Do you think it's better? Is it more fun than an older one?
I honestly don't think age has anything to do with anything there.
Really?
Yeah, I think people are different.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, there are some young, very
But I think
clueless
perception
guys.
is the younger guys
no.
are better.
No, I'm going to tell you right now,
in
it's
bed.
a lie. It's not true. Not all of, no. It's not an age thing. No.
Okay. So you don't get...
They might have more stamina.
Yeah.
But they might have zero skill. Sorry. It's not a kids show, is it?
Sips an adult beverage.
It's PG rated. It's what rated? Okay. No, seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously, we're talking adult talk here.
Yeah.
Skill is not an age thing.
Guys, let us know. Do you agree?
Even for women, by the way. Age is not a determinant, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes, I've had people say some older woman who is, doesn't look anything like knowing anything. And I've had people say the skill level is something else. So that's not an age thing.
Guys, let us know in the comment section if you've had experience with both younger and older. What do you think? Who is a better performer? Or it does age, matter when it comes to those matters. Okay, let's move on to the tips. So who do we start with? Tips to the guys?
Tips to the guys.
Okay.
Start with tips to the guys.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What tips? What would you tell a guy trying to date an older woman?
I'm actually sitting here thinking, do they even need tips? The guys these days just want an older person. I think they've already figured it out.
Oh, really?
They must sit somewhere and discuss it.
Maybe they
and
should be
share notes.
Maybe they should be the
They
ones
should be telling us.
the tip.
Yeah.
But maybe as older women, if you were to date a younger man, what are the things then you'd want them to know off the bat?
Mhm.
One, I would say that I might not always be available every Friday, every Saturday. I might be working. I might be having trouble with my house help. I might be having a play date. So, a lot of communication and planning ahead is necessary. There might be less spontaneity. Yeah, because of all the dynamics of what you're juggling. I think that's one tip.
Yeah, that's a very big one because I feel like that's a real point of conflict.
Yeah,
where the guy is available.
Yeah,
he's young, not much responsibility.
Yeah,
but here you are. You have your job. You have your children. You have your parents. And then you have Mjengo somewhere, and you have some women's charmer, and the neighbors had said you're meeting today because something happened in the neighborhood. There's just all these things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're a single parent.
Yeah.
So you have to take your car to the garage.
Car wash.
To the car wash.
Football in school.
There were things
Sports
you were
day.
meant to buy and then you were meant to drop the children and I don't know what.
Yeah.
It is complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're gonna date an older lady, just know that comes with the territory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tip number 2. You need to confirm whether I am okay seeing you in public or not.
And even if you're okay being seen with him in public, can there be PDA or not?
Yeah.
Public
Check
display of affection.
Fast. Check with the person fast. They might not be willing. Not because they feel any less of you. It's just, maybe they are still going through a divorce. Or not.
Yeah.
You're both consenting adults, yeah?
And you might be divorced and your family doesn't know yet. Or, it's not out in the open yet.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not divorced. I'm widowed and I still feel a little jittery.
About that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, don't hold me.
No kisses in public?
No! What you talking about?
Oh my God.
Not even. No.
Okay.
Hey, wait.
And then your pastor comes by
No. Wait.
at the parking lot when a lot of kissing and hugging
I don't know.
is going
For
on.
other people, it's okay. For me, no.
Yeah. Ask in advance
Yeah.
whether it's okay. Just make sure you're on the same page with that.
I mean, also, I suppose it's character because even in my single days, even with my husband when he was alive, we didn't do PDA.
Oh, really?
No.
Okay.
So, no.
Okay.
PDA, no.
Yeah. Yeah, well. Tip number 3. Let me know before you introduce me to your friends. So that I can do research on all the
top music,
top musicians. The new generation language and lingo.
Oh.
All the slang words. Heads up. So that I can research on what to wear.
Listen, guys, these things are as old as, they just used to be done by the guys because the men have always dated younger.
Yeah.
So this for them is a problem that has been there even through their father's generations, their grandfather's generations.
Yeah.
It's just now that it has become a problem that we're also having because our society is a bit more liberal.
Yeah.
But otherwise, those problems have always been there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so anyway, you were saying.
Yeah, give me a heads up before you introduce me to your friends. If I'm coming to meet you for a drink, let me know your friend is going to be there.
Yes.
I want to put my best foot forward. Okay?
Wow.
And by the way, you also need to tell them not to call me grandma or big mama or...
Or if they find my dressing a little out of fashion...
They need to shut up.
Yes. Keep it to themselves. Like they should know I'm an older person of a different generation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you have any other tip?
For the guys, no. For the ladies, yes.
Oh, really? Let's go there then. Tips for the ladies.
Yeah.
If you're trying to date younger.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think for the ladies, I'm just gonna start by saying be open-minded.
Yeah.
Society, whoever society is,
Mm-hmm.
will talk
Mm.
and then they'll go to sleep.
Mm.
So, you shouldn't care.
Yeah.
I remember one time a younger guy who
Mm.
was hitting on me very seriously,
Mm.
and he wanted to come hang out with us. And I said, no, I'm with my friends and blah, blah, blah. And then he just said, you're going to hang out with your friends and they're going to go home to their husbands, their boyfriends, and their spouses, and you're going to go home alone.
Ooh.
Remember that.
Ouch.
Yeah. This
That's
was a guy in his
real
20s.
right there. Yeah.
And that really hit home.
Yeah.
Because it's true.
Yeah.
It is true.
Mm.
And I thought to myself, yeah, you know what? They can talk all they want, but my personal life is my personal life.
Yeah.
I will do whatever I want to do with
That's
it.
true.
Yeah.
That is so true.
Demystify that.
Mm.
There's nowhere it's written in the Bible or in the Quran or I don't know where. I don't know the holy books very well, but I don't think it's written anywhere that a younger person is off the hook.
Yeah.
I mean, is off the table.
Yeah.
It's you can look at other values, and yes, you can look at age, but it's not a deal breaker.
Yeah.
You can date a younger person.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen marriages that work.
Yeah.
That work properly. Kabisa, people are okay.
Yeah.
They're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So demystify that. Start by demystifying that in your mind.
Yeah.
And then from there, start seeing what it is you're looking for in a guy.
Yeah.
Not so much just age, but what are you looking for?
Yeah.
In a guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So another tip to the ladies is just, again, be yourself. Know who you are. You need to be so secure because, so that you can be, you can deal head on with the feeling of, when you're in a group, let's say they're younger girls, they're his age mates, for example, you need to be confident because beauty, now I know that as, as with life experiences, I know that men will be more attracted to confidence.
Yeah.
So you need to be confident in your body, in your own skin, in who you are, despite your age. And I think that's really important in dating someone younger. Because if you're insecure, then that might bring a lot of issues in the relationship, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
If I may just also add another tip. When you said you dressed young, you're whatever to dress young. With a disclaimer, don't just dress young.
Yeah.
Because people are dressing young.
Yeah.
I mean, be honest with yourself.
Yes.
I mean, right now in my 40s, I do have a few bulges in places I don't like very much. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I can't dress chic. I can, but it needs to complement my body.
Your body, not forcing
it doesn't have to be, you don't want to look crazy.
Yeah.
And you don't want to look out of your skin, like
Yeah.
So there are many ways. These days, fashion has really evolved.
Yeah.
Like there's so many, it caters for so many sizes and, styles. So do what works for you. Make sure you're comfortable.
Yeah.
It can be chic.
But comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Another tip for women?
Let me see, the ladies. Be on the lookout for the young guys who just want a good life and are never gonna lift a finger if that's not what you want. You don't want one day to feel used.
Yeah.
And say, I wish I saw this before. This guy will never. And by the way, I've seen even on dating apps these days, there's guys who come out clearly and tell you, I don't have a job and I'm generally not a hardworking person. But
that's your cup of tea.
But if I come to your house, I'm a great housekeeper or something. And I think that's a great thing.
Seriously, there are guys who say they're a good housekeeper.
Yes. And they say, if you pay my bills.
Which street am I walking in?
And if I satisfy
I'm yet to meet one.
They are there.
Okay.
By housekeeping, it's not so much cleaning the house or anything, but it's like taking care of, errands, drop the kids, do this.
Okay.
is a good, handy person. So there are people like those. And if truly that is what you want, I honestly don't see a problem with that. And I think that can
That's
be
true.
a good thing. Because if you're not struggling financially, like you don't actually need a second income, you're okay. But what you're struggling with is really just the errands and the help with, you can't be in 3 places at the same time. You would like for someone to be helping you with this, that, and the other. That's okay. As long as it's clear from the beginning that is what it is. But you can't come in with all these projects. And there's this breed of young guys these days, they have big dreams and projects
that they want you to finance.
That is all a lie.
When they do that, you also come in with your needs. You need money for your hair. Yeah. You need money to go to the nail salon. You have all these needs, and you need to go shop. It's not gonna happen. Yeah.
No, not with this.
You bring all your projects to the table and decide whether
what should be done and what shouldn't be done. So I'm just saying to the ladies, don't be taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Make sure everything that happens is actually something you want to do, but not something you're being driven to do.
Yeah. And be honest with yourself as well. If you're looking for just, as you said, if you're looking for just a good time, then be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Maybe this person is the right person to give you a good time. But if you're in it for the, you want something serious, then also be honest with him and just be yourself and explain what you need.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't force it. Huh?
You can't.
No.
You can't.
If this person is not the kind, you're not going to be able to force it.
Yeah.
I think for women, a lot of times also we're driven by loneliness.
Yeah.
Because loneliness is real.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. So and when you get lonely, you make very crazy.
And we are emotional beings.
Choices. Yeah.
We are emotional beings.
Yes.
And so if someone says the right things to you, that's it.
Yeah. You melt.
Yeah.
But in the end, it's still gonna boil over.
Yeah, that's true.
Still gonna boil over. It's still gonna be nasty.
Yeah.
So I think that's a tip for the guys. Be honest. Just tell the truth.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work, you'll meet someone with whom it will work. But if it's not working here, just be honest about it.
Yeah.
And move on. Because you could find someone who, without struggling, just wants what you have to offer.
Yeah.
And will give you what you want.
Yeah. All right. So guys, what we are saying is that you can date whoever you want, and so long as you're both consenting adults. Yes. I think the most important thing is there a connection? Is it consented? Is there consent between the two of you? If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But for me, what I can say is go ahead, do you, honey, and have fun while at it.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Yeah, guys, as always, we hope you've enjoyed this video. Until next time, bye.